resources are about people. The whole issue of resources is about people. The more you are, the more taxes you pay.
We do not want to see a return of 1963 policies where other parts of the nation are being treated like they are not Kenya. Mujue Wakenya wanawasikiza. Solve the problems that are here now. We have flooding, we have lack of food, we have problems of compensation for the destroyed farms now. Sio kwanza kutupeleka hasa siasa ambayo hatuelewi, ambayo hatuko. Mbona hamkusimama na BBI kama ni hivyo?
It cannot be a constituency like Roiro ambaye iko na watu almost 800,000 inapewa similar amount ya CDF with a constituency iko na watu 14,000. Is it fair? We want equality and equity.
If you are honest, why didn't you stand with the BBI? Nini imebadilika sasa? What is going on? We cannot accept this, and the Kenyan people will rebel against this kind of thing. We will not accept. We will not accept. We will not accept.
Never, my people, never allow us to be divided. Let us stay united. And the strength of this region, politically, economically, socially, lies in our unity.
If you are planning to be president of this country, if you are hoping to run for president in this country, you cannot ignore counties that to you have small populations. President Moi was president in this country. He didn't ignore us. President Moi Kibaki was president in this country. He didn't ignore arid and semi-arid areas. President Uhuru Kenyatta was president in this country. He didn't talk openly against us. President Ruto is president in this country. He's not talking openly against us. So, please, if you are planning to be president, you should think about all of us. If you are a government official, na wewe ni mkubwa, usiseme mambo ambayo yatafanya sisi twende wazimu. We cannot accept this. We fought for this government. We want to be in this government. We want the resources of this government. We want the development plan of this government to be fair to all of us. Na hatutakubali. Nobody is going to tunya us. Nobody is going to tunya us in this dispensation. We will not keep quiet, my friend. We will not. May I start by saying thank you for coming on short notice to this brief press conference. I know all of us are busy. Today is, it's got a lot of things going on, but thank you for coming. This press conference is in response to the statement that His Excellency, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, said when he was in Embu at a function in a church. His Excellency said that he is a supporter of one vote, one man, one shilling. We want to tell him that we are in Kenya supporters of one man, one vote, 1 kilometer. And we have no apology to make at all, at all. His statement is a very unfortunate statement because it is a continuation or an attempt at continuation of economic segregation of areas in this country that are arid and semi-arid. It is economic discrimination of areas in this country that are arid and semi-arid. And we are not in this country we are not apologizing for being in this country. We are not in this country by mistake. We are here and we are not going anywhere. And this policy has a background. Sessional paper 1965, sessional paper number 10 of 1965, that was adopted by the independence government. The Minister for Economic Development at that time, Thomas Joseph Mboya, they wrote a sessional paper that was adopted that was saying that the nation of Kenya should invest in high potential area and ignore areas that, according to them, were low potential areas for development. And the economic impact of that sessional paper is being felt up to today. Because what it did, it created a government policy of discrimination against areas that were semi-arid and arid areas, including my county, Tana River. This discrimination was, papers that came afterwards, sessional papers that came afterwards, they tried to correct this discrimination. The Constitution of 2010 tried to create, to assuage the areas by creating some form of compensation mechanism for this discrimination. But this economic discrimination has gone on for too long, and it is sad that His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, would want to bring a 1965 policy to apply it in 2024. It is not acceptable in this country today that we will choose deliberately by government policy to try and ignore some of us who are coming from arid and semi-arid areas. It is not correct. It is not correct, and we will not accept. And what I'm saying here is shared by many, many colleagues that we have discussed this matter with. We think it is a wrong statement, it is an unfortunate statement, and I want to remind those people who are talking as they do. If you are planning to be president of this country, if you are hoping to run for president in this country, you cannot ignore counties that to you have small populations. You cannot ignore. President Moi was president in this country. He didn't ignore us. President Mwai Kibaki was president in this country. He didn't ignore arid and semi-arid areas. President Uhuru Kenyatta was president in this country. He didn't talk openly against us. President Ruto is president in this country. He's not talking openly against us. So, please, if you are planning to be president, you should think about all of us. This nation is one nation. This republic is one republic. The head needs the heart. The heart needs the kidneys. The kidneys needs the stomach. Everybody has a role to play. I say so because right now, the entire Republic of Kenya is enjoying electricity from the River Tana. The River Tana is the one that is supporting 80% of the hydroelectricity that is produced in Kenya. And it is the River Tana which is coming from those counties that you are saying have no population that is supporting this growth of the economy across this country. We all need each other. This thing of trying to segregate people, trying to make others to be small, it's not going to fly this time, and we will not accept it. First of all, I urge Kenyans who are listening to me that this statement is not a government statement because there was no cabinet meeting that sat down to approve that statement. This statement is not a party position. There was no time that we held a Kenya Kwanza parliamentary group meeting or a UDA parliamentary group meeting where we approved one man, one shilling, one vote. We are one country, for Christ's sake. Please, let us not divide this nation. We have problems right now. We are dealing with floods. Our children have not gone to school. Many children in Tana River have not gone to school. We have hunger problems because our farms have been flooded. You know, instead of dealing with emergency issue, which has been given in the docket of the office of the Vice President, you are telling us we don't matter. How can you do politics like this? We are aggrieved and we feel it is wrong, and Kenyans must accept that we are part and parcel of this country and we are going nowhere. When you use an example and say one constituency has 300,000 people and it's receiving the same as another constituency with 14,000 people, my friend, from 1963, that constituency has had roads, it has had lightning, it has stima wamekuwa nayo, they have had stima, they have had markets, they have had hospitals, they have had everything. This constituency, you are talking about 14,000 people. That constituency was discriminated from independence. And by the way, that sessional paper was developed only 18 months after independence. 18 months after independence. It was hurriedly drawn, and it was wrong in terms of what it was trying to achieve. In fact, what was happening, those so-called high potential areas, they belong to the political elite. So the political elite started using that government paper to draw resources to their areas. It was so bad that in those days people were saying, tunaenda Kenya. When you are coming from your area, it's like you are not a Kenyan, because there was no resource that was being taken to our counties. Now that resources are going to our counties, now that CDF is reaching to every part of the nation, we do not want to see a return of 1963 policies where other parts of the nation are being treated like they are not Kenya. We are not going to agree to that. We are not going to agree to that in this government. We are not going to agree to that in our political parties. And please, if you want to do your politics, do them. For Christ's sake, we don't mind. But don't do it at the expense of the following counties: Tana River, Isiolo, Marsabit, Turkana. You don't need Lamu. You don't need Taita Taveta. You don't need all this. You don't need Narok. You don't need these counties. Please, let us treat this nation as one nation. Yani ninasema kwa ufupi, hii press statement nimeita kwa sababu ya maneno ya ugandamizi ambayo yameongewa na naibu wa rais. Naibu wa rais anasema mali ya Kenya ama resources za Kenya zikuwe allocated kutumia population, kutumia nambari ya wananchi peke yake. Je, zile areas kama yangu ya Tana River na zingine ambazo population ni kidogo, watu ni kidogo, lakini area ni kubwa, siku tutakaojua kuna mafuta hapo na hakuna barabara ambayo tumejenga miaka yote hii Kenya, tutaweza kutoa hayo mafuta? Leo hii tunasema tusifanye resources allocation sawa huko Tana River na kwingine. Leo stima ya Kenya nzima inatoka Tana River Tana, huo mto wa Tana ambao unapitia kila mahali. Hapo ndio stima ya Kenya inatoka. Kichwa kinahitaji macho, macho yanahitaji masikio, masikio yanahitaji moyo, moyo yanahitaji mapafu. Hatuwezi kuanza kugandamiza sehemu zingine za hii Kenya kwa sababu mtu anatafuta siasa. Hatutakubali. Hiyo ilikuwa ni policy ya serikali ya independence. Miaka iliyopita, waziri wa economic planning Thomas Joseph Mboya alileta maneno katika bunge, policy katika bunge, na ikawa ni policy ya serikali, ati sehemu ambazo ziko high potential, sehemu ambazo ziko na resources, ati hizo sasa ndio pale pesa ya serikali itakapowekwa. Na sisi tunasema kutoka miaka hiyo ni zaidi ya miaka 60 imepita. Ikiwa leo tuko 2024, how can you try, unawezaje kusema policy ya 1963 ndio ikuwe applied sahihi? Tunataka kusema namna hii, na mimi siko peke yangu, tuko watu wengi. Hakuna mkutano wa serikali wa cabinet ambao ulikaa na ukasema ati resources zigawe namna hiyo. Makamu wa rais anasema hakuna siku chama ilikaa na ikasema ati resources za Kenya zigawe namna hiyo. Makamu wa rais anasema, na tunasema tunakataa. Hii serikali tulipigania sisi sote, na sisi sote tuko na shares katika hiyo serikali. Hatutakubali maneno hii iendelee, kwa sababu Kenya hii ni Kenya yetu yote. Ikiwa maji ya mto Tana tunayashikilia na inaleta electricity kwa sisi sote, maji yakijaa sisi ndio tunapigwa na maji huku chini. Saa hii we have a lot of problems kwa sababu ya hiyo maji ambayo imeshuka. Sisi ndio tunabeba msalaba ya Wakenya wote kwa kupata hii electricity wanapata. Sasa sisi ni kubeba shida, lakini wakati wa allocation of resources tunaambiwa sisi ni watu wachache tusipate. Haiwezekani bwana. Hii maneno tusilete mchezo kwa mambo ya economy. Economy ya Kenya ni yetu sisi sote. We are not here by chance. God put us here and we will not accept any segregation. Sasa nyinyi pangeni vile mtapanga, mseme vile mtasema, lakini mjue Wakenya wanawasikiza. Solve the problems that are here now. We have flooding, we have lack of food, we have problems of compensation for the destroyed farms now. Sio kuanza kutupeleka hasa siasa ambayo hatuelewi, ambayo hatuko. Mbona hamkusimama na BBI kama ni hivyo? If you are honest, why didn't you stand with the BBI? Nini imebadilika sasa? What is going on? We cannot accept this, and the Kenyan people will rebel against this kind of thing. We will not accept. We will not accept. We will not accept. And I'm just taking this opportunity to ask, if you are a person, you have a leadership position, use that position to build this country. Tumia nafasi yako kujenga hii Kenya. Usitumie nafasi yako kutugawa, my friend. Leo huko hapo, kesho hauko. You are there and tomorrow you're out. A few years ago you are not there. Please, please, you are hurting us very much, and we shall not keep quiet. We shall not keep quiet. We shall keep talking mpaka muelewe kuwa hii Kenya ni sisi sote. Mkono ni muhimu, kichwa ni muhimu. Kichwa ni muhimu, moyo ni muhimu. Moyo ni muhimu, mapafu ni muhimu. Tumbo ni muhimu. Sote, we are in this country by, we have not made an application, my friend, to be here. We are all here. Tana River is here to stay, just like Nyeri is here to stay. So let us agree to live together. Msianze hii maneno ya kusema ati wengine wapate, wengine wasipate. No, 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 no. This country is not going to go like that. Asanteni sana.
Unaweza kusema hiyo ni upande hii ulikuwa ni tamaa upande wa Deputy President kujipendekeza kwa watu wake na kudharau.
Hapana, let me tell you. Whether it is tamaa, it is not, that's none of my business. What I'm telling you is how the people of Tana River feel, the people of Lamu feel, the people of Marsabit feel, the people of Isiolo, the people of Narok, all of us, we are part of this, and we have no apologies to make for being part of this country. I'm a proud Kenyan. I am the head of the Pan-African Parliament delegation. When I stand there in South Africa on behalf of all Kenyans, I speak for my country and I'm proud of it. But I am from Tana River. I'm from Tana River. I need resources there. Just like you need resources in Nairobi, Nyeri, and wherever. We have to be clear. We will not accept economic discrimination, economic segregation. Those days when you could do anything you want and you get away, it's not going to happen this time. It's not going to happen. And I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. Why are you walking into our counties? Unakuja kufanya nini kama unaona sisi tusipate resources? Resources ziende mahali ambayo iko watu peke yake. Kwani sisi, how do you collect, how do you say at the areas that have more people are producing taxes, therefore they should get more? Fine. Is it the chicken or the egg that came? Those areas were given resources to produce those taxes. In our places, we need resources to also do massive irrigation, to do massive development for the taxes to come out. So, is it the chicken or the egg? You cannot discriminate us on the basis of former discrimination. Let us be fair to this country. Don't, Mr. Bebe Ufala, we are not going to accept this kind of thing. We fought, by the way, we fought for this government everywhere. And the Constitution of 2010 says you need 24 counties. Our counties were counted in William Ruto's government. So, and he came to campaign there. So, please, if you are a government official, na wewe ni mkubwa, usiseme mambo ambayo yatafanya sisi twende wazimu. We cannot accept this. We fought for this government. We want to be in this government. We want the resources of this government. We want the development plan of this government to be fair to all of us. Na hatutakubali. Nobody is going to tunya us. Nobody is going to tunya us in this dispensation. We will not keep quiet, my friend. We will not. I think I'm very clear.
Following what is happening right now,
yeah.
Do you think BBI is back?
Hakuna BBI hapo. Unaona BBI wewe?
You mentioned something.
I said these things were in the BBI. They failed. That's what I said. Hakuna BBI. Na ukijaribu lete utaona. Wewe utaona. Na yule ambaye anafanya hivi utaona. Sisi hatutaki mchezo. We are not joking with anyone, by the way. And this is a very serious issue. We are not joking with anyone. It's a matter of our lives and death. Ati mtunyime mabarabara, mtunyime na nini when we are independence, ati saa hii tena mturegeshe huko. Hiyo story haifiki. Hiyo story haifiki. Na tunasema hivi, by the way, I'm not alone. We have done serious consultation. Na kama unasema ni sasa ni liwe liwalo. But we are not going to accept this kind of talk. Kwa sababu unajua, when it is repeated the lies of Goebbels. You know Goebbels, the propaganda minister of Nazi Germany. He said that once you repeat a lie, you repeat it becomes the truth. So this lie of saying one man, one shilling, one vote, if we repeat it and we don't say one man, one vote, 1 kilometer, and tell Kenyans that we are there, you know what is going to happen? This lie is going to become a reality. So at the earliest opportunity, we reject it.
One last question.
Sina mengine ya kusema bwana. Wewe nini tena unasema? Iko nini tena?
What is the best formula that you propose that should be used?
No, listen. You cannot have a situation where you treat Tana River County, my home country, as Nairobi. Nairobi County has its own plans. Tana River County has its own plans. You see, you can't treat Tana River County like Lamu County. Even the cultural inclinations are different. So let us do a scientific plan to develop. But you cannot, say wale huko wachana na wao tufanye hapa. Ati hapa ndio kuna watu tufanye kule kesho mkipata mafuta kule mtaenda namna gani kuexploit? Kesho mkipata dhahabu kule mtaenda namna gani kuexploit? Kwa nini tunadharauliana hii Kenya? Na sisi zote tu wa Kenya. Even those statements are unconstitutional. Hatuwezi kubali hii maneno. We are not going to accept this. And we are saying this with a lot of love, Your Excellency. We love you. Lakini hii haiwezi kubaliana. No, my friend. Thank you very much.